Hello, are you ready for a story where legends and history intertwine? A dragon slayer, a saint, a hero. His name is St. George. He is a figure remembered throughout history for his courage and immortalized in memory through his miracles. But who was this man? Did he really slay a dragon, or is there a completely different story behind him? St. George was born in the 3rd century and within the borders of the Roman Empire. Some sources claim he was of Cappadocian origin, while others say he was born in Palestine. His father was a Roman officer, and his mother was a devout Christian. After losing his father at a young age, George moved to Palestine with his mother and joined the Roman army. Thanks to his military skills, he quickly rose through the ranks and became an officer in one of the empire's most prestigious units. However, his destiny was not to be a hero within the Roman ranks, but rather to be shaped by his unwavering devotion to his Christian faith. At that time, Roman Emperor Diocletian viewed Christians as a threat and tried to suppress them with brutal persecutions. Despite serving in the Roman Empire, George refused to renounce his faith. He even protested against Diocletian's persecution of Christians and resigned from the military. This was tantamount to signing his own death warrant. George was tortured, brought to the brink of death many times, yet miraculously survived each time. According to legends, he was whipped, strapped to a wheel of spikes, and burned with molten lead, but nothing could harm him. Finally, when he was beheaded, it is said that white milk-like blood flowed from his body. And what about the dragon? The most famous story about St. George involves him slaying a dragon. According to legend, a terrifying dragon lived in a lake near the city of Cyrene in Libya. The people had to offer sacrifices daily to appease the beast, or else it would destroy the entire city. At first, they offered animals, but eventually, young girls were chosen. Finally, the king's daughter was selected as a sacrifice, just as she was about to be. Was this story really about a dragon? Or was it symbolic of a man fighting against Roman oppression? Some believe the dragon represents paganism and tyranny, while others insist it was a real supernatural creature. But one thing is certain: St. George's courage and sacrifice have never been forgotten. St. George is highly revered in Christianity. He was officially canonized as a saint by Pope Honorius in 1222. In Orthodox churches, he is known as the Great Martyr, while in medieval Europe, many knightly orders adopted him as their patron saint. He even became the patron saint of England, and his cross still appears on the country's flag. During the Middle Ages, St. George's legend grew even stronger, particularly during the Crusades. Crusaders claimed they entered battle inspired by his courage. Some accounts even describe him appearing in the sky on a white horse, leading Christian armies to victory. This is why his symbol was incorporated into military emblems and flags across Europe. He became a national hero in countries like England, Georgia, and Ethiopia. Over time, his legend transcended Christianity. In the Islamic world, he was sometimes associated with the figure of Khidr. He remains one of the few figures celebrated in both the Eastern and Western worlds. His story has also inspired countless artists and writers. During the Renaissance, painters like Raphael, Uccello, and Rubens immortalized him in masterpieces. From medieval texts to modern literature, his courage and sacrifice continue to be celebrated. Today, his name is engraved on churches, cities, and even entire countries. Churches built in his honor, cities named after him, and festivals held to commemorate him show just how profound his influence remains. His bravery, justice, and unwavering faith continue to inspire countless people. But is St. George's legacy confined to the pages of history, or do we still need warriors like him today? St. George, was he a hero, a legend, or one of history's greatest resistors? Maybe he was all three. He was a warrior who defied tyranny. Even death could not silence him. for his name has been passed down through centuries. Was he the man who saved a city from a dragon, or was he the flame of rebellion against the Roman oppression? Today, his banner still flies, his story is still told, and his spirit continues to ignite the hearts of the brave. But perhaps the biggest question is this: how many people today have his courage? How many would fight for their beliefs without fear? Does history forget its heroes?